4 American records. Grant Fisher in 2022 has been on fire. Not one,
not two, not three,
but 4 American records have fallen to the 25-year-old Grant Fisher. From the smaller 200 indoor track to the outdoor 400-meter track, Fisher has made 2022 his year for breaking records. The 4 American records that now belong to Grant Fisher are the 3,000 meters in a time of 7:28.48, the 5,000 meters in a time of 12:46.96, the 10,000 meters in a time of 26:33.84, and the indoors 5,000 meters in a time of 12:53.73. After his 4th American record, this made LetsRun.com, the internet home for competitive runners, to call Grant Fisher's 2022 year one of the greatest seasons ever by an American. Let's go over these record-breaking performances one by one so you can see just how special of a year Grant Fisher has had. First up was the 5,000 meter performance that he had on February 12th. The American record going into this race belonged to Galen Rupp, who set the record back in 2014 with a time of 13:01.26. On February 12th, Grant Fisher would become the first American to ever run sub 13 minutes in the indoor 5,000 meters. His performance broke the American record by 7.53 seconds. On the all-time list for the 5,000 meter indoors, he is now the 5th fastest ever. Right behind Fisher is the legendary Eliud Kipchoge in 6th, whose best time indoors for this event was 12:55.72. Grant Fisher's time of 12:53.73 is only 4 seconds off the world indoor record time of 12:49.6, who belongs to the one and only Kenenisa Bekele, the only man to ever run under 12:50 indoors for the 5,000 meters. 3 weeks after shattering the indoor 5,000 meter American record, Fisher took his speed and endurance outdoors for the 10,000 meter event. On March 6 in California, a day after the race was originally scheduled, Grant Fisher took the line with an impressive set of paces and with the wave-like pacing system to help with the record attempt. The meet had to be pushed back 24 hours because of high winds, which turned out to be the right decision as the temperature was hovering around 50 degrees and almost no wind the night of the race. Training partners Mo Ahmed and Grant Fisher hit 13:23 for the 5K split. The last pacer was Woody Kincaid, who dropped out of the race at 7,400 meters or 18.5 laps. Then it was up to Ahmed and Fisher to finish it out by themselves. The time read 22:26 as they crossed the 8,400 meter mark. With 1 mile left to go, Fisher needed to run the final mile in a time of 4:17 or less to break Galen Rupp's record of 26:44. Both Ahmed and Fisher picked up the pace lap after lap in the final mile, and this allowed Fisher to really demolish the American record. Grant Fisher covered the final 1,600 of this race in an incredible 4:06.93 seconds. Only 6 men have run faster than 26:33, and some of them are all-time legends, such as Joshua Cheptegei, Kenenisa Bekele, Haile Gebrselassie, and Paul Tergat. Grant Fisher becomes the 69th man to go under 27 minutes, in which only 3 of them were born outside of Africa: Galen Rupp, Chris Solinsky, and now Grant Fisher. August 10th, at the Diamond League meeting in Monaco, Fisher competed in the men's 3,000 meters. Fisher, who had a 4th place finish in the 10,000 meters and a 6th place finish in the 5,000 meters at the 2022 World Championships, just missed out once again on getting a medal. In Monaco, he ended up in 3rd place, but he also gets his 3rd American record. Bernard Lagat owned the record with a 7:29 flat that he ran back in 2010. Fisher had a very even pace throughout this one. His official time was 7:28.48, just beating Lagat's record by half a second. Now Fisher and Lagat are the only 2 Americans to run under 7:30 in the 3,000 meters. The 4th American record would come on September 2nd in Brussels. This race would have 9 of the top 10 men run personal best times in the event. This also included 4 national records. Grant Fisher would have the fastest national records of those 4. Bernard Lagat's 11-year-old record of 12:53.6 would finally be broken, and by no small margin. Fisher looked to get his first Diamond League win in this race, but just fell short behind Jacob Kropp. He might have not won this race, but he certainly ran the fastest 5,000 meter race any American man has ever ran. Grant Fisher becomes the first American to go under 12:50 for the event in a time of 12:46.96. Fisher joins a very elite group of men when it comes to the 5,000 meter event. Only 25 men have ever ran under 12:50, and Fisher is now the 12th fastest. Jacob Kropp actually put himself 6th on the all-time list, and that deserves a mention. This is what Fisher had to say afterwards. "I feel great. I ran a big personal best, national record, and area record. This was a very competitive 5,000 meters, and it went quick. Everyone was pushing hard. I had the legs today, which is a good feeling. I did not have the legs towards the end, so I couldn't keep up, but it's very hard to find another gear when you're going that fast. Running in Brussels was very special. I have some friends and family in Europe who were able to make it here today. The environment was so good and definitely helped. If they invite me back next time, I will certainly return. I think I picked enough points to make it to Zurich, so one more big race and then I get to enjoy some vacation." Grant Fisher has ran times in 2022 that no other American has ever ran before. 4 different long-distance running records fell to Fisher, and at just the age of 25, we might be able to see him break his own American records. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below about the year Grant Fisher has had, and what record do you think will be the hardest one to break going forward. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, and don't forget to smash the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and until next time.